Ram Narayan Ram. Today, we will discuss gurus and saints who provide direction to society. We will explore the importance of gurus in society and the role of those who offer proper guidance in life. Often, we seek a guru, but is our search truly in the right direction? Do we want a well-known guru or one who can provide us with the right guidance? Today, we'll also discuss how a true guru offers guidance and examine how the principle of Ram Narayan Ram aligns with or differs from the teachings of the Ramcharitmanas. Today's topic is one that raises much confusion and doubt in people's minds. When it comes to finding a guru, people often don't understand how to search for one or grasp their importance. What level of respect should be given to saints? What is your perspective on this? This is a burning issue in society today. There are varied interpretations of saints, sages, and gurus who guide society. Sages maintain a balance within society, attempting to guide it without seeking anything in return. Sannyasis leave behind their homes and families to serve the nation and society. They don't need any outward show. Instead, they guide society in a new direction. Sages help keep society awake, fostering wisdom, and work to eliminate discrimination and casteism. They work in society's interest, uplifting both society and the nation, contributing to building a better nation. Now, let's talk about gurus. A guru's role is to impart knowledge. Even gods had gurus in their lives. A guru isn't limited to just one person. A daughter, wife, mother, or teacher could also serve as a guru in one's life. A guru's role is to lead us from darkness to light, which is why a guru holds such importance in life. A guru can be anyone from whom we learn something valuable. Anyone who offers us insight can be a guru. Similarly, people often wonder about the difference between Ram Narayan Ram and the Ramcharitmanas. Ram represents an ideal character, and the Ramcharitmanas portrays Ram's ideal qualities. Tulsidas presented Ram as a figure who inspires unity in society. Our ashram sets an example by not accepting donations in the name of God, promoting a new perspective of unity and positive thought within society. We should understand that temples should foster unity, brotherhood, and cooperation within society. Tulsidas declared this his sacred text and shared it with society, encouraging people to read and comprehend its message. Even if only a few people out of 100 interpret it, meaning it's a step forward. We must realize that all gurus share the same ultimate message, and thus, we do not need multiple gurus. Nowadays, however, many gurus are preoccupied with gathering followers. In reality, it's not the disciple who seeks out the guru, rather, the guru must find a disciple who is truly ready to learn. Yet today, people seem to be searching for different gurus. This era calls for genuine and true guidance in life. Through Ram Narayan Ram, we are attempting to provide guidance to society. We are trying to tell people not to wander aimlessly. We are our own gurus. As beings of Hari, we devote ourselves to Hari. People ask, "Who am I?" and repeat, "Paramatma, Paramatma, Paramatma," saying they are a part of the Supreme Being. If I am part of Him, then who am I? Paramatma. People also whisper the Sanskrit mantra Soham, which means I am that which you are. Let me explain. In earlier times, people consumed meat and didn't rely on fruits and plants. Intellectuals have always existed, even back then. This is how the concept of temples was born. Then, sages and saints began gathering people in temples. The purpose of temple construction was to bring society together, enabling people to share their joys and sorrows. However, now we have forgotten that purpose. Through Ram Narayan Ram, we are attempting to provide guidance to society. We are trying to tell people not to wander aimlessly. We are our own gurus. As beings of Hari, we devote ourselves to Hari. People ask, "Who am I?" and repeat, "Paramatma, Paramatma, Paramatma," saying they are a part of the Supreme Being. If I am part of Him, then who am I? Paramatma. People also whisper the Sanskrit mantra Soham, which means I am that which you are. Let me explain. In earlier times, people consumed meat and didn't rely on fruits and plants. Intellectuals have always existed, even back then. This is how the concept of temples was born. Then, sages and saints began gathering people in temples. Purpose of temple construction was to bring society together, enabling people to share their joys and sorrows. However, now we have forgotten that purpose. Offering money in temples in the name of God, as if making a deal with Him, is a tradition that needs to change. In our Jaipur ashram, it is written, offering money in the name of God is prohibited here because He is the giver and we are the seekers. If my words offend anyone, please forgive me. I am simply expressing my thoughts. Our aim is to reform people and society and to dispel misconceptions. God gives to us, yet by offering donations to Him, we reduce Him to a beggar. This should stop. The temple and God both reside within us. Reason is everything for us. Ultimately, our body is a living temple and wisdom is our God. We must respect this living temple. In the same way, Ram Narayan represents the 5 elements. Through Santan Dal, we are striving for the welfare of all. Our president and all members work together to promote education, health, and service in society. We spread the message of the mantra Ram Narayan Ram and aim to guide everyone toward liberation. By joining Santan Dal, you can support elderly homes, animal shelters, and the education of underprivileged children. Santan Dal is like a family.